Hello, welcome to another episode of the HellFire Club. That countdown's a little weird right there.
Yeah,
right?
no, I don't know.
Okay,
It's like messed up or something.
I thought it was just me. This is episode 35.
Back at it.
Back at it.
We're gonna try to get like consistence.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, just because like both of us working and the whole trying to not hook up, connect.
Yeah.
It's a little difficult.
So last episode, we had said we were gonna, for the upcoming episode, we were gonna do Eraserhead,
Yeah.
and we did. So
And this one is a weird movie. I don't know how like you can like I was trying to think of like how are we gonna do a synopsis, and I don't think we can.
I could just do like a real like general, I guess, synopsis.
But I think I think it's like
you have to watch this because it's not gonna be, you can't explain it like that.
Like, yeah, this is like what do you even think the movie is about?
Yeah. So
it's like one of those like it's an artsy kind of movie.
Very, very artsy, yeah. So David Lynch.
Yeah.
This is 1977, I believe. It's shot in black and white, so it feels like older.
Yeah. And the main character is Henry.
Yeah, Henry Spencer, I think his name is.
Yeah.
And was it Maria? What's the chick's name? Marie? Am I trip?
Mary?
Something like that, right? Let's pull this
Dude,
up.
I just watched this last night.
I just watched this today. Hey, you know what, Stephen? We'll get into all this stuff, but yeah, it's Mary. You're right. It's Mary, and then there's other characters that there's her parents, and then the other characters are just like I don't even know if they're really characters.
Yeah, even Mary's not really even a character, cause like she's out of it like towards the end.
Yeah, but she's a character. Like she's.
But it's
if
mostly,
I could name any of the characters, it'd be her parents, and then the apartment, like the next door, like would you know, what would you, the dude's neighbor or whatever, in the neighboring apartment.
The girl next door.
Pretty much, yeah, for Henry. So if I were to give this a synopsis, it'd be this dude Henry. He works like he's a printer or whatever, right?
Yeah,
at factory. It's kind of like a real isolated area, right? Industrial type place.
Yeah.
So anyways, he has like a girlfriend, I would say, and she gets pregnant, and they have this baby, but it's not like a human baby. It's kind of like a reptile looking
thing.
It's
like an alien.
Yeah, and that's pretty much as far as it could go, right? Because then from there, just strange occurrences and shit like that. But that's as far as you can really go with the synopsis, right? And then he just has to deal with it, try to take care of it, and then and she kind of bails out on him.
Yeah,
and
that's what I was saying. Like, this is more like a, like, what do you think this movie is?
Yeah,
like,
no, I kind of looked into it a little bit, and it's one thing I keep seeing is like fatherhood and the fear of fatherhood, and especially like if you're on your own, I guess. Yeah,
and like, cause I looked at it as like I guess like a man growing up, right? Because like in the beginning, he's not really a father, but yet he's still isolated.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how, you know, working, like when you were working at Mercury, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, dude, I'm just stuck in this.
You're kind of just existing, huh? Yeah. You're not living.
You're just going day by day.
Yeah.
You're not really.
You're
not like a kid anymore, where you like have dreams of a future.
Yeah, I get.
You know, like even when he like looks out the window and it's just a brick wall.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I figured. Like this whole movie was about, was just
the fatherhood and stuff, and just kind of like
growing up as a man, and then like when you have like these responsibilities that you have to, you know, you have to deal like that son.
And it's not just a son; it's fucking.
Well, I figured
alien baby.
Yeah, but I figured like because this is going through like his like we're looking at it through like Henry's mind, right?
Yeah.
So like as a father, you know, like he's like, you know, like a mother, I can see like there's a connection with the baby at first, but like if like you just get a chick knocked up, right?
Which is what happened.
Yeah, like he wasn't really. They weren't, I guess, they weren't like super close.
No, because he even says like, "Oh, I'm surprised you even wanted me to come. I haven't even,
Yeah.
you haven't even been around."
Yeah, so it seemed like it was like a one night stand, right? This chick got knocked up.
Well, they're probably like friends or something.
Yeah.
Like, they were probably together, but it wasn't that serious. Like,
Yeah,
you know?
and then like
obviously
she has
because they
a-
weren't even married because they
and-
say they have to get married now. That's
yeah, and then like
just, so
like
it's-
imagine like a chick comes to you and like, yeah, dude, I'm pregnant, and it's your kid,
Yeah.
and then like you're like, okay, like you're trying to go through like the okay.
Yeah, and Henry's kind of like.
He's like a good guy.
Yeah, but he's kind of like, I don't know. Kind of reminds me of Forrest Gump in that sense. Where
He's like super.
he's kind of dumb, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, he's not.
I'd say he's more like a naive,
Yeah,
right?
he's
Because like he
naive.
doesn't even question anything, right?
Yeah, that's why. And it's all like it's like this on purpose. Like everybody in there, and mind you, there's not a lot of dialogue, and
The most dialogue is probably like in the
in the beginning, probably.
yeah when he meets the family.
There's not a whole lot of dialogue, and then the dialogue that there is like these long pauses in between.
Yeah, it's
the
like
lines.
super awkward.
Yeah.
But I mean, isn't that how it is? Like when you first meet the chick's family,
Yeah,
and
but-
you're sitting there and you're like,
But not even just just him, whoever he talks to. Whenever anybody's talking, it's pretty much.
yeah, he's kind of like the, but I feel like it's on purpose. Like the chick next door,
Yeah.
I think it's a hot chick next door. I think like she represents like the
The hot chick next
yeah,
door,
like he's like, dude, I want to like kind of get with this chick,
Yeah.
but hey, I'm straight stuck here with this baby that is straight weird.
Yeah, exactly. Huh? So like going back, the opening sequences right away, you're just kind of like, what the fuck? It's all weird, right?
Yeah,
It's like this weird imagery and like the opening titles, like the whole opening sequence up until I guess the movie actually starts where he's like a real.
what do you think that opening sequence was?
I don't know, dude. It's just. I think I even saw David Lynch saying like he didn't even know. He was just like. I saw an interview.
Oh, maybe I was looking into it too much,
Trying
dude.
to read too much
Yeah,
into it.
but I just figured it was like when he first had sex with Mary.
Because it could
Because, like-
because it looks like sperm cells, right? It kinda
Like
looks
because
little
he's
sperms.
like with that open mouth and like a sperm kind of comes out of his mouth,
Yeah,
and
it's
then like that dude like straight yanks the levers. That's when I figured like, oh, that fool just straight
ejaculates.
straight busting out right there.
Yeah, it could. Yeah.
And then like
it
you
could
see
be
the
that.
sperm like fall into like that puddle.
Yeah, it could be. And that dude looked weird as fuck too, right? The dude
Yeah.
pulling the levers.
He was like all like
It looked like he was fucking burnt or something.
yeah,
Freddy
burnt or
Krueger
like
skin
like
some
scabs or something.
Yeah, he looked weird. So there's all this like weird artistic imagery going on, right? And then it starts where he's like walking around with the back, kind of like grocery bag, right? And
Yeah.
going to his house, and then you're kind of like, all right. And I had, you know what? You had mentioned this movie before, like a while ago, like a few times. So I saw it on TV one time, and that's the only part that I had seen, like the first maybe 5 minutes. Not the imagery, but like when he's walking around with the grocery bag and all that stuff.
Oh,
I saw that for like a few minutes, and then I was like, dude, I'm not gonna be able to watch this whole thing, so I'm not even gonna try to like,
yeah.
you know, if I'm not gonna be able to sit down in one sitting and watch it.
Yeah, which I think is good because
Yeah.
this one is like if you just picked up
But-
pieces, I don't know.
Yeah, but you know what? It's funny that I said that, but today when I watched it, I watched like the first hour, and then I was like, dude, I need to take a nap. Like I feel real sleepy, and I took a nap, and I watched the last half an hour. But watching it that way, it kind of like tripped me out a little bit. I think like I was kind of having weird dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because this movie kind of feels like a dream. It doesn't even feel like a movie, right?
Yeah, it's super. Like that's what I was saying. Like I think your girl would hate this movie.
Oh hell yeah, she would totally have hated it. But yeah, and then I woke up, and then you know you wake up and you're kind of confused or whatever, you know. Like
Yeah.
you're taking a nap, and then I threw it back on, and then I was kind of like, yo, what's up with this movie? Like it's just making me feel like
confusing.
I'm fucking yeah.
Like on drugs.
I feel like I'm on drugs. I don't know. So yeah, so then like he's kind of going through. It's kind of everything's kind of, I guess, normal. Like nothing really crazy has happened yet. I'm still like, you know, going back. Like he meets up with Mary, and I want to say like the first time we see something that's, you know, out of the ordinary, for reals, is when
the chickens.
Yeah. Because up until then, everything's kind of like, I mean, it's still weird, but it's still like
you could kind like it's
it's still believable or whatever. Like it's still.
There's nothing like too crazy.
Nothing, yeah. Like it's still.
I mean, the characters are like weird.
Everybody, yeah, it's weird. The setting's weird. Like, I mean, Henry's obviously weird. His whole, even his hair and but everything's still kind of believable. Like there's nothing's like illogical and shit, right? So then they have the little chickens. The scene with the little chickens, the dinner scene or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess she brought him over to meet the parents, and then they're gonna tell him about the pregnancy, right? The whole thing, or that she already gave birth.
No, I don't think.
Well, because she had said that there's a baby at the hospital and you can pick it up, or like that's
oh weird. Yeah, but it was like a premature.
Yeah. Or
something.
Yeah, she had said like, we don't even know if it's a baby yet. I remember her saying that. So I guess the baby was already there though. It's just kind of was already born or whatever, and but yeah, so that's kind of why they brought him over. I'm thinking, you know, for dinner, like kind of like.
Yeah, and then like the mom was like.
Yeah, then it gets weird. This is as soon as this scene, this is when it like sets everything off, because you start off with the chickens, because they're little mini chickens, and then her dad is like, oh yeah, cut them, and then when he goes to cut them.
Yeah, and he's like, cut them like just normal chickens.
Yeah. Oh, actually, right before that, there was that little weird part where she starts spazzing out.
Yeah, like on her leg.
Mary. No, Mary was spazzing out, and then the mom had to
brush her hair.
Yeah. And I was kind of like, what the fuck? All right. Well, I kind of figured, all right, it's going to be one of those movies as soon as I saw that imagery in the beginning. So once it started going with that chicken, I had seen that little piece before, too, just watching, like, Watch Mojo.
Yeah.
I had seen that little clip. But then, yeah, from that point on, it just kind of takes off. Then you're on a roller coaster. Then you meet the baby, and then the baby looks all weird. And then you see all these weird sequences where you're like...
The baby's straight annoying, just crying.
Yeah. And then you're kind of like, well, is this... As the movie goes on, like... These certain scenes... Is this... You don't even... Like, is this real? Is he dreaming? Is this anything? Is this like a transitional, like, little... sequence right here, like, you know what I mean? Like, he could be, I don't know, like, I don't even know how to explain this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's say right now you open this door and then you're in outer space and you see, like, fucking weird shit. Like, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
That's what like, you don't... Like, it's not supposed to make sense at all. Like, it's not going in a...
Like an obvious linear, like, path.
Yeah, it's not at all. And then, I don't even... all the way through the movie, I'm like, I don't even know what the story's about yet. Like, where's the conflict? Like, what's gonna happen? And then I was like, well, I guess it's about this baby. But then, like, you start taking like turns here and turns there, and then you meet the chick with the fucking the cheeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that, and then just.
And then like, she's like stepping on
on these things
on those sperms.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing they were. I'm like, these are supposed to be sperms. And those sperms were also, like, in the bed, remember?
Yeah.
When he's throwing them against the wall? When he's just sleeping with Mary? Like, just literally not, like, sleeping with her.
Yeah, but I think...
That meant, like, sex or something? Yeah, he's just throwing them against the wall. And then there's a scene with the neighbor. Finally, like, he brings her in. But I'm like, did that even really happen, though? Remember when they're, like, in the bed? And they're, like, hooking up whatever because she locked herself out?
Yeah.
And then the bed turns into it's kind of like a jacuzzi kind of looking thing. If you look at it, they're, like, in water. And then it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, this is, like...
I'm just trying to recap, like, right now. I'm not really giving my thoughts to it. I'm just kind of recapping.
So the problem with, like, talking about, like, this movie is... is because you have to like that's what I was saying. Like I want to know what your interpretation of things were,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like one of those movies where it's like, oh, what did you like? You know, like the generic English class when people try to get way too deep with some random stories.
Yeah, I think this dude was just like, I'll say this. I guess it was like, it's like groundbreaking, right, for its time, because like, you know, a movie like this coming out back then is kind of like,
yes,
you know, it's like, whoa, what the hell is that? Obviously, this wouldn't work today if you went and like threw it in theaters right now.
Yeah, I don't think theaters.
No.
It'd have to be like some like on like YouTube or something.
But like, this is a brand new movie that came out today. People would be like asking for their money back, I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
But back then, like, it was, I don't know, like groundbreaking, and this dude has a wild imagination, and some of the images were cool, like it was. But like for me, it just, I don't know, man. I just feel like some of the stuff, I might be able to interpret it. Some of it was just kind of there, just to be like artsy, I guess, you know. It didn't really do anything for me for the story on some of it. But I don't even know how to like tackle this one. You know what I mean?
So,
especially the whole scene where like where his head comes off.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then I'm like, okay, Eraserhead. This is where it ties in somehow, because you know how they start like,
yeah, and then
he use parts of his head or something.
Yeah, and they make like erasers.
Yeah. That scene came in, and I was like, okay, this is, you know, hence the name Eraserhead. But I was like, what?
Yeah, like trying to. The only thing like I would maybe is, I don't know. Like I don't know.
Yeah, because his head didn't really come off, because after that he's still there. Like,
yeah.
He still comes around and still kind of jumps back into the regular sequence or whatever. But one thing, like I was able to interpret, well, at least I have an interpretation. I don't even know if it's accurate.
Real, yeah.
Is at the end, after he like stabs his baby or whatever, right? Then he goes and it's all white, and then he sees the chick with the cheeks, right? I guess it's probably like the last shot, and it's all white, and then I think they hug, and then I think it's over, right?
Yeah.
To me, that's like he died, or like it's heaven, because I remember her singing about heaven, and like when she was on the fucking stage, she was singing about heaven, and then he goes up there, and I'm like, okay, he sees her because he's in heaven, and everything's all white. So that's my only thing, is that he died at the end. Cool, because that thing came at him, his son or whatever, the alien thing.
Yeah,
He like tried to kill it or stab it, and then it like turned into this monster, and it like attacked him, and I guess it killed him, because to me, he's in heaven.
Yeah, but like I'm trying to like think of like why. Like,
was he trying to put it out of its misery?
I don't know. Like I don't know if he like if like it's him like actually killing his son, or if it's like yeah, like a murder suicide.
Yeah, sometimes.
Or like if it means like I'm trying to see if like if it could fit in a way of like his son is gone, you know, like grew up and now he's dying, but it doesn't make sense that way. The only way it makes sense to me is he killed the son, dude, murder suicide.
Mm-hmm. I think David Lynch just did a bunch of this like mindfuck scenes and just said, "Fuck it, let the world go crazy with it."
Let's see what they
I bet you none of it meant shit, and he's just kind of like, "Well, I'm gonna sit back and watch everybody
try to interpret it."
Yeah, and I'm gonna laugh my ass off, you know. But it's cool though, because, just having that type of imagination and translating and putting that on screen, even though it doesn't make sense, it was still just so different, I guess, you know, because I haven't even seen anything like this, and this came out since, you know, like 40 years ago. Yeah. So this is a weird one.
Like we were talking about like how Kubrick, like you like, oh dude.
Yeah.
Like Kubrick has Kubrick can do his own thing, not do his own thing, but like nobody has like the eye like Kubrick has, like for like shooting, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like you can't like copy like a David Lynch thing,
No, because with David Lynch,
like you can't see any other director doing this.
No, I can't. Not like the directors I'm aware of. Like, you know, I don't know if there's some other weirdos.
Like, some like out there.
But like with Lynch, I don't even know a lot about him. I just remember this being tied to him and Mulholland Drive. And
then I saw Blue Velvet the other night. Yeah.
But those are like the only ones that I know about him. Like I guess I'd have to. Are they? Are those actual movies?
Blue Velvet is like an actual movie.
Okay. I think Mulholland Drive is too. I'm sure,
but
I don't know if he has some of that weird. Does he throw some of that?
Yeah, like you can tell like David Lynch characters are like
a little off. Or
yeah.
What?
Cause like Blue Velvet, some dude finds an ear in like in a field.
Okay.
So it's kind of like and the dude is kind of. He's not like super Henry-ish, but he kind of has like that vibe.
Okay.
Of like just like a little off.
And this was his first like feature, right? I think, if I'm correct.
Feature?
Like his first feature film, like
I think. I'm not sure actually.
Yeah. Oh.
But I saw Grandmother,
like
which is a short. That one's
weird.
Eraserhead-ish. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, the other day, because like they had like a bunch of like David Lynch stuff going on back to back.
Oh, okay, like a marathon?
Yeah. I don't know if Eraserhead was on, but Grandmother was on. I think Eraserhead was actually on, yeah.
Probably.
It was like some of his shorts. But it's like super weird.
Yeah, I'm sure. After watching this. But yeah. I don't know, man. So I'll just kind of give my like overall my thoughts then, like my scoring thoughts, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I could like I'd probably give this like 2 scores.
Okay, I'm gonna just give it 1, but I could see 2 scores
because like I could see other people just hating this movie.
Yeah, see, I don't. This is the thing. Like, I'm not crazy about this movie, but I can kind of appreciate it. I guess is what I'm trying to say. I could appreciate it for what it is, but
yeah, but I'll say like general public.
Oh yeah, I can see people hating.
Yeah, I'll be like, you know.
Yeah.
You know, some people that are not like, I guess, into.
Maybe people that just want to see a movie.
Yeah. Like somebody wants to go see like Avengers or something. Yeah. And they go see this. You know.
This would probably be a trippy movie if you're like on LSD or something. There's some shrooms or something. You throw this on. Imagine some people would probably trip out. But okay.
Would they have a good trip or bad trip? Probably bad, dude.
Probably bad. Yeah. Seeing some of this shit, you're probably like won't be able to get those images out of your head. I'm gonna give this like a 71. Like just like a 71. Like I don't know if it's on TV, I'll probably watch some of it, but I wouldn't want to watch this whole thing again from start to beginning. Like I'll probably, if it was on, I'll probably throw it on just to see some of the imagery, but I don't think it's because with movies, like I always appreciate a really good story. Like I mean, this didn't have a good story. It was just like the weirdness of it or the imagery or the artistic stuff.
Yeah.
But it didn't have a good story at all. Like it wasn't.
Well, I think like the story is like what you make it, right?
Yeah, because it's
like you can't, because there's obviously no story.
There's like no story. Yeah, so there's not like.
Well, at least he doesn't like straightforward tell you a story.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, you know, you're avenging something, or you know, there's high points and low points in the conflict, and then at the end you finally like either you overcome. Like there's none of that.
Yeah.
It's a dude, and you just kind of go with him along this ride, and then you just see some cool images, I guess, and then it kind of just ends, and it's kind of. So, I'm saying like my preference is kind of like I like when it's a good it's good storytelling. And this just didn't really have a lot of story in it. It just kind of just, it's not supposed to make sense, But the thing is, like, if a movie were to come out today, like something like this, then I would be like, I think I'd be annoyed. Like, you're totally just trying to be like artsy and like, you know, Like, just put together, like, a slideshow of, like, or be a painter or something and put, like, images, you know. It's not, like, storytelling. But since this was back then, it's kind of groundbreaking. You can see the talent in it, for sure. That's why I'm like, okay, cool, you know.
Yeah.
Give it a pass or whatever. But if somebody were to bust this out now, I'd feel like, come on, dude, I get it. You want to be the hipster, like, just different.
Like, I want to say a movie.
Because there's some movies that are kind of weird, but this is just something else. It's totally like, you know, it's another one that I haven't seen yet, but I want to see, and I don't, like, I think you've seen it. It's 2001, A Space Odyssey. I heard it's kind of like, you don't really know what it's about. That's just what I'm hearing, or something like that.
Yeah, it's
like,
super slow
there's
movie.
There's a story, but is there, like, it's not all put out in front
like,
of you?
Dude, I haven't seen this for.
Which one?
Like, I think we talked about this, right? Where I was like, dude, I just remember Monkey's iPod, which
yeah,
I don't know what.
That's why I want to watch that now.
And then it goes, like, I guess in the future because they go into, like, there's like a spaceship.
Yeah, because the images that I've seen, they're like space, a spaceship. There's that monkey. And I don't know, is that something to do with evolution?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. But yeah, I feel like that's one's gonna be another one, but probably not as. So what'd you think about this, Jake? I feel like, how do you see this?
So I'm a bit biased
as far as what's going
with
on.
this movie, right?
It's gonna have more of a story, but it's probably
because I think I project myself into Henry, like, a little too much, maybe. Because like I feel Henry's pain, especially, like, you know, with, like, working and everything.
And also too, yeah, like you said, you feel his pain, and then it's kind of like it's like his facial expressions, everything. He seems kind of vulnerable. Like, you kind of feel for him. I feel like, you know, you almost kind of feel bad for him.
There's like there's like nothing out there for him, right?
He's just existing
to just live.
Yeah, he's just
like when you're at school, there's still like a hope of.
There's like a finish line that you're working towards.
Yeah,
you know?
and like you can, like, there's, but like once you cross that finish line, there's still like, okay, like I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
But then once you're there, it's like, okay, now I'm just doing this the rest of my life.
It's just like on a hamster wheel kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of how like I feel right now, especially with how I guess my work is super. Like tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
I came home like straight super late.
Yeah.
I only get like a couple hours of myself, and I have to wake up in the morning just to do it all again.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not building anything for it's not really building anything for myself. Like, I wouldn't, like, you know, you wouldn't mind putting in all these hours if it's like your business.
Exactly.
But when it's like something else,
it's just for a paycheck pretty much.
Yeah. And then like just so I can straight get gas.
Yeah, just pay the bills. Yeah.
And it's like I'm literally working to pay gas to work to get to work. You know, you're just stuck.
So you feel for Henry too.
Yeah. So this is why, like, when I see this movie, it's like, dude, like I can just, like, this is how I'm feeling, straight dead inside right now, dude. You know.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, before I finish my thoughts, one of the things I also forgot to say was that, like, how it kind of tapped into Henry being likable. Like, you're like rooting for him, you know.
Yeah.
Likable. And then he's likable too. He does little things like when the baby's sick, and I think when he put the thermometer, and then he put that little, what is it, like a fucking vaporizer? What is that thing? You know what I'm talking about? It's supposed to be for,
like,
those are old school, right? I don't even see those anymore.
Yeah.
And like in people's households.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. But it's for your sickness, right?
Yeah.
Or what? Or was he just using it for that? It's not intended for that.
No, I think it's like you can't breathe or something.
It's supposed to help you out, right? Anyways, you see like the side of him.
Not a defibrillator. Those are
that's
the electric things. Dude.
Yeah, that's the thing and shit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I forgot the name. Yeah. I mean, I know the name.
I don't even think I know the name, to be honest. I don't know. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Like, I feel like I know the name. Like,
I feel
it's like one of those things where you know the
people that see this movie, they know what we're talking about right now. Like
the other day, I remember I was trying to think like I went to Halloween Town, and there's those little hats like the Amish people wear, and I was trying to remember I couldn't remember the word Amish. I was like, dude, what are those people that live like with no electricity?
Yeah.
And like the person I was with was like, I don't.
And you're like, you know.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, we know what those people are, but we just don't know the name.
Yeah.
Just defibrillator, that's like the only thing that's coming to my mind.
But it's definitely not a defibrillator. Anyways, though, what I was saying with that scene, you see that he's compassionate, I guess. So
yeah, like he's trying.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying to take care of this baby all on his own, and that's where I think you kind of grow to like him. But it's just shit just starts taking turns. I just wanted to throw that in there. Let you finish your thought too.
But yeah, so like mine is just like, I guess like this movie is kind of hits me a little personal, I guess.
Did you get a chick pregnant or something or what?
Nah, dude. Thank God, bro.
Yeah.
But like I was talking to one of the friends that got married. You heard like him talking on Twitch.
You just don't want to air him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not air him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so it's, and like he's in like the same like where you're like, yeah, dude, it's.
Oh, I know a lot of people like that.
Like
man.
it's rough.
Yeah,
like like probably your cousin.
Right? I don't know. But I don't know. But I know other people though. Like for sure. I remember like some of my coworkers, like I used to have and stuff. Like to talk about that. Yeah, I mean, after I guess you're in a few years in, you're just kind of like.
Yeah, you're stuck.
Yeah. So.
And then like imagine Henry, like
such a common. Yeah.
Like the chick just took off, and he's like.
And she seems kind of like mean, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she obviously took off, but just the way she is with him. I remember when he was like in bed with her, like they were just laying down or trying to go to sleep, and then like he tries to like kind of tap her on the shoulder, or like kind of. I don't know if he was gonna try to cuddle or what, but she was not having it, like, you know.
Yeah.
And that's when she gets pissed. She's mad. She's like, I can't even get a decent night's sleep. Takes off. So she kind of like, oh, what a bitch, kind of, you know.
Yeah. So you're like, you know, and it's just, and then he's there raising the kid by himself, you know, trying to, I guess.
And mind you, he's raising this baby, or like he's taking care of this baby like if it's an actual baby, you know.
Yeah.
Which is another thing.
Well, that's why I figured like it's, like, cause like, right. I don't know if this is actual true science, but I heard that.
It's homie science right here.
Yeah. That
bro science.
That babies look more like the father in the beginning, so that the father can connect. Because if it looks like the mom, then the dad's like, I don't even know if this is mine, you know.
Oh really? Oh.
Yeah. That's what I heard, dude. This might be total fiction, dude.
It might be 100% homie science.
Yeah.
Right?
But that's what I heard, like,
yeah.
because like a.
I don't know. I have a friend that his kid kind of looked like the mom, and then now it's kind of looking like him. Well, I'm sure like it's. I mean, I'm sure there's
variants.
You can find cases of each way, but maybe that like in the broad. If you're looking at it broadly,
spectrum. But yeah, that's what I heard, dude. Look it up, dude. Or what?
Yeah, who knows?
But like, cause a mom, like, obviously, carries the kid. There's a instant like connection with the kid.
Since she's already like a couple weeks pregnant, you know, they're like avoiding smoke or drinking, or like not even in places where that would happen.
Yeah, I mean the kid is straight inside your body.
You're already taking care of it before it's even here, because you're moving certain ways. You're avoiding doing certain things.
Yeah, like with the dad, there's a disconnect. Yeah. So that's why I figured like the kid looked like an alien, because there's like.
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, dude, is Henry an alien? I was thinking at first, because I'm telling you, this movie was like, because I remember seeing the little like all the shit going on in the beginning. I was like, is this fool like not from planet Earth? I was thinking for a second, because you know how you see like those space sequences, and then the sperm drops.
Yeah.
I thought like he just kind of like he's not from here, but he was like put here, and then like when he impregnated her, it's kind of like
like an offshoot of
it's like
his species.
Yeah, like he's the one who made the baby what it is because he's not native to this planet. I guess I don't know, or indigenous to this planet.
Yeah.
But that's I'm telling you.
Yeah, you can interpret it that way
too. Who knows? And nobody's wrong.
Yeah,
like everybody could throw their interpretation, and nobody's wrong. But
yeah, like I'd want to like talk to like maybe like a actual dad or something. Like when your son or kid was like first born, was it like was it like weird? It has to be, right? Like, cause you just have like a straight human now.
Yeah, who knows? I think everybody's different, but I don't think you know until it's you know. But yeah, it's kind of.
I think
weird.
It's worse if it's like a chick that you're not really into.
The worst, yeah.
And it was just like we just messed around.
Yeah, messed around, and then like now you have my kid. Like that's probably a real disconnect.
Yeah,
right there, dude. It's different if you're like in love with this chick, you guys get married, do the whole.
And
night.
you know, like you guys were just together, like you know, it was like a mutual exclusiveness.
Then you're probably like excited, like everything changes. I feel.
Yeah, but if it's like a random chick at the club,
something like that, you know.
And then you're like, oh, what did I do?
Yeah, that's gonna.
And then she takes off, and then you're just there with the kid.
Imagine that. Fuck. I think I'd rather have her take off. Just give me the kid, and you take off. Than all this bullshit that you're probably gonna have to put me through now for the next like 18 years with court and custody and like child support and all that stuff.
Oh, dude, that's a horrible life. Dude.
A horrible situation. But yeah, like give me your overall thoughts. So, like, you liked it?
Me, I'm gonna.
You say you were biased. You're the one who chose this.
Yeah,
obviously.
And I watched this movie a bunch of times.
Have you?
Yeah,
okay.
I watched it
every time. And does it give you any more answers than before, or is it just
I just go
more?
No, I just go in with the whole story of like this is fatherhood / being like becoming like an actual cheesy robot, like becoming a man, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Like kind of growing up.
Yeah. And
yeah, if there's one element I guess that you can tie to this thing to would be fatherhood, I guess. That's kind of like the main theme of it all, right?
Yeah.
Fatherhood, and then like the twists and turns that come along with it too, I guess.
Because everything he was doing is all like grown up like situations, right? There's no like with the Goonies, dude. It's straight uplifting. It's a straight adventure.
Mm-hmm.
With this one, it's just straight. Now it's like boring. It's a boring life.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and the movie itself at first it's a little slow, and then it kind of keeps that pace. You know what I mean? It's not like there's not a whole in the actual story that's going on. There's not a whole lot of action.
No. And this movie makes me want to be like, dude, I can't like I need to do something. You know, like I can't just be doing
same stuff
straight 9 to 5 all day.
Yeah.
Just only have free time on the weekends.
Yeah. Well, I'm worse, man. I only have free time during like the week when there's not much going on. Well, at least, and then eventually I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna have any days off, but it has nothing to do with this anyways.
Well, yeah, but you know, it's like, dude, like I need to get out.
Yeah.
You know, like do stuff that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know, like I wanted to, what is it? Salem in Halloween?
Yeah.
What is it called? Halloween Happenings? It's like, dude, just like I gotta do that before, you know, it's
bro, I just
done.
Speaking about all this stuff, and like yesterday I just coincidentally like heard this. I was just on YouTube, and this has nothing to do with this movie, but it kind of has a lot to do with what you're saying right now. It was like this cool like half an hour clip from Joe Rogan, but just on exactly like what you're saying. Like he's like, man, some people they fucking have to sit in traffic, then they get to the job where they're in a fucking cubicle and they fucking hate it, and they're counting down like the highlight of the work day is like when they get to go to the bathroom, take a shit, and get on their phone for like 10 minutes. It was like a cool. And then he's talking about all that. He's like, nah, but you know what? There's a lot of some of those people are actually real creative, and they could be doing something else, and they could be doing something that makes them happy, you know, and something that they're good at. And he's just giving an example of a dude who makes furniture. He's like, you know, I bet you that guy, when he sands it down nice, he gets the corners together, and then he looks at it, like when it's a finished product, he probably feels so good. It's like an accomplishment feeling. Then he gets to sell it for like money, and like that's so much more rewarding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's building it like him, like he's doing it all himself.
And like where he's like paying attention to detail, and he's designing it, and he's like you get so much more out of that than like what I used to do, like where you're just kind of like
just sitting there and
I'm like, what does this have to do with like what? I don't have no interest in this whatsoever. I'm literally just here for the check. At least what I do now is kind of, I don't hate it. Like it's actually like it's chill, like, you know. But this,
like my job is chill. Mm-hmm. Like I don't hate it.
No, I've had jobs where I fucking hate.
Only thing I hate about it is that I have no time for myself.
Yeah.
You know, like that's like the stuff like I actually want to do. I have. It's like when I barely can stream like 2 hours a day now.
Mm-hmm. And you're like pretty much Monday through Friday?
Yeah.
Is it the same? Is it kind of week to week?
No, Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
Yeah. 9 to
like whenever they say. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
All right. But yeah, just bringing up that clip. I'll send it to you. It's actually a pretty good, like, motivational clip to be like, you know what? Because you said, like, you know, if you are doing that, set aside some time. Try to find some time to actually start working on stuff that, you know, for you.
Yeah.
And, like, if you have, like, a bigger plan and stuff like that. But anyways, that's kind of Henry, pretty much,
yeah,
right?
Henry is just...
Well, he's on vacation.
Worker,
yeah, he's a printer, but he's on vacation right now. But he's just existing, living...
But still, even his vacation is like what our vacation would be. Just
his vacation is just waking up, and then he's
getting
just
groceries and staying at the house.
Yeah, he's not.
Which I think like is like an average person's vacation,
especially if you're a dad, because you're just kind of like,
yeah,
I just gotta sit here with the kid, and the kid's whining, screaming and crying, and just,
like
what's
when
a baby?
Like anybody I know, like that their family, like, oh, we're taking vacation days.
They usually just to chill.
They just stay at the house.
Yeah.
They don't.
It's
not like
vacation.
Yeah.
Just to get away from work is a vacation.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But it's not like they're doing something like exciting.
Yeah, it's not like they're going on a trip or traveling or something.
No.
I hear you.
So yeah, that's just why I like this movie, I guess, so much. Which I'm gonna give it. So I'm gonna give it, I guess, 2 scores.
You want to give it 2 scores, right?
Just because, like, if you're not into this movie, dude, it's going to be probably 20%.
Yeah, so I was thinking earlier,
You know?
I was like, dude, if I wanted to just be like, what the fuck is this movie? This is bullshit. I'll give it like a 20.
Like, yeah, I can see people like, dude.
Yeah, I can see a lot of people being like,
like just average person just like, walking in blind, not even like trying to watch just a regular movie.
That's like if you threw this in theaters and gave people free tickets and be like, hey, you know, watch this movie like today and just give us you get it for free, but at the end just give us a survey.
Yeah. Like
fill out the survey and tell us what you think. I bet you the scores are gonna be low, you know?
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
Like the only reason like you're high because you go in there knowing what you're getting.
Yeah, because I think also too a reason why I kind of like this is because first of all it's a recommendation, so you're already kind of looking at it like, okay, this has to be at least decent, because you're not gonna recommend a 20. And then also too because
I told you also it's weird.
Yeah, and then also too I heard David Lynch, and I'm kind of like learning about new directors and film and stuff like that, so it's kind of, you know, has that interest.
Yeah.
So for me that's why but I could see that regular person who doesn't give a shit about David Lynch or any of
like that. Yeah, extras.
Yeah, who just want to go see a movie, like a good movie,
just good popcorn flick.
Yeah, I bet you
that just gets that the story is told to you.
Yeah, so
you're just along for the journey. This is not that. This is like where you're like.
So
so general scores. Public is like 20%.
Of course, yeah, something low.
My score would be, I want to say 87.
87. It's a pretty good score right there.
Maybe even higher, dude. Because like right now I'm like into that. I'm in that phase of
life.
My life.
Yeah, man.
When you're like, oh snap, dude. Do you have to grow up or no?
I know, right?
That midlife crisis.
And then it sucks when you start actually getting older. Then you're kind of like, well, damn. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the thing what I hate is like, so you're a certain age, and then like you see everybody around you at a certain age doing different things, like having kids and getting married and all that. And it's like, dude, I don't want to do any of that. Yeah. You know? And it's kind of like it's kind of like pressure to like, you have to do this. This is like what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't feel.
Yeah.
Feel natural, dude.
You don't feel like you're there yet.
No, dude. Definitely not.
Yeah.
It's like if somebody says like, hey, you're supposed to be married by now.
Like, married, dude, kids and have I hate that.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm just trying to go snowboarding right now.
Yeah.
Which I don't know.
Yeah, I mean everybody has like, if it's your pace, cool. Like if you felt like that at that age, then cool. But not everybody's gonna be like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, like people that get married like at 25.
Dude, I've seen people get married young.
I don't know how that.
Yeah. Like I can see myself getting married and having kids like in a few years, but not right now. But who knows? Well, you know, in my family it's weird because like it's not really around. Like my sister doesn't have any kids or never got married. My brother didn't have his first kid till I think he was 30 or 31. 30 I think. My other brother doesn't have any. And I'm the youngest, so like I didn't grow up like that, you know? My parents kind of, you know, like I think if your parents kind of had you young and like you have siblings that got married young or had kids young, that's kind of, I feel like
that culture,
then you feel it more. But if it's not really around you, then I feel like it's, you know.
Yeah. Just I don't know, maybe it's like you know, like people say it's like selfish, right? But it's just like, dude,
No, I think yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think selfish is having kids and that when and then not even like attaining to them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like having kids just because like that's
selfish, and then you're not really like
just to get into like that little social club, I guess.
Yeah, you're allowed to be selfish as long as you don't have any kids, I guess. Just on your own time, you know.
Yeah, dude. So.
But yeah, cool flick, and I'm telling you, like some of the stuff. I feel like it's just, you know, it's obviously like just weird just to be weird. Like it's trying to be artistic and all. You know, the imagery just for this, like.
There's another. Have you seen Neon? Have you seen Neon Demon?
No, you told me. Yeah, I know you watched that for Year 31. I probably won't even watch it, so you could just get it right.
Yeah, well, this is not like because it was like a cool movie, but there was like artsy stuff that it felt like.
Just throwing it in there just to do it, or what do you mean?
Like there's like some artsy visuals going on that is like. There's another one that I hate, the movie I hated. I don't know if I don't remember the movie, but I remember it's like, dude, they're just trying to be artsy at the end.
It wasn't High Tension, right?
No, I don't think it was.
Because that wasn't artsy at all. It's just the twist that they threw. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll remember sometime. But this one, like when. Like, you have to be artsy throughout the whole movie, right?
Which is kind of what happened.
Yeah. But, like, with some of these movies, I hate when it's just, like, it's a normal movie going along. Yeah. And then they decide to be, let's throw in some artsiness to be all cute.
Yeah.
And then it just...
Yeah.
It just takes me out of it.
It's like, see what this is. This is supposed to represent this and all this. If you're not consistent, then, it's going to be weird. But yeah, it was cool. Oh, you know what I've been wanting to talk to you about? I saw a couple movies though since the last podcast. I guess, not even on purpose, but just because they're on TV, I was on more of a John Carpenter kick again. Have you seen Christine?
No.
I saw Christine, which is a Stephen King book, and then I saw Assault on Precinct 13, which is his first like. Well, he had Dark Star before that, which is like a film project that he did, and then he did Assault on Precinct 13, and then he did Halloween.
Okay.
Like Dark Star is weird. Have you seen that?
No, but hold on. Before we get into that, I was thinking about this with all this. Okay, safe space right now. All right, with all the sexual allegations going on, and you know how like you're kind of forced, like okay, you're not supposed to like this person because of all the allegations that are on the people.
Yeah.
Like pretty soon, there's gonna be like nobody that you can't enjoy anything pretty much.
Because everybody's just done some
everybody's
shit.
Just.
Oh, I don't know. Who knows, man? I think there's some good directors out there.
But I mean, like Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
I straight love that movie.
But Polanski's a fucking weirdo.
But am I supposed to not like the movie because?
I don't know. That's the weird like, do you separate art from the person? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you represent their work? I mean, do you separate their work
from like what they do outside
in the personal life? Me, I don't know.
Like, okay, if John Carpenter, like allegations started happening,
that he was like a fucking creep.
Yeah.
Like he was like Weinstein status.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. But I can't hate Halloween all of a sudden. Though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I'll say John Carpenter's like a douche.
But he's straight like, great films.
But Halloween, man.
See, it's easy when it's like when it's people that you don't like, right?
Yeah. But
like,
you know who's one that I was kind of like, oh man, like him, like fuck, dude, I actually like this dude's movies and I like him as an actor. Was Kevin Spacey?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, man. Like, what I do now?
Like, but I still like his movies.
Yeah, I just watched Usual Suspects again the other day. Because if you don't care for them, like, I remember watching, like, the Duke Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this was fucking, what a...
But, I mean, I still like
Jeepers.
Too.
Yeah.
But I still liked Jeepers Creepers 1.
Yeah, but for me, ever since then...
But I didn't go see Jeepers Creepers 3.
Yeah.
Like, it was not like a...
Yeah, it's not like we were hyped on that anyways, but... Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, him, I was like, oh, this dude's he's a dirtbag. Like, but I'm saying.
Yeah, like, it's easy to throw away people, like, you don't.
Yeah, you don't care for.
Yeah, like Bill Cosby. I didn't really grow up on his shows.
I'm like, oh, whatever.
Like, oh, he's. Like, it's.
Yeah,
it's no big deal to say, oh, yeah, dude, I hate that dude.
Yeah. But it's.
But when it's somebody like you're like actually like.
Especially if it's like your hero or something. Say you're like a filmmaker and then. Yeah, like the director of your favorite films was like
turns out to be a creep,
yeah.
And then you're like,
yeah.
And then people are like, oh no, you can't like him. It's like, I don't know, dude.
Tough,
I feel like you just
maybe like not like the person, but maybe their work is still just like undeniable. Like Kubrick is kind of a weirdo too, right? He was like kind of an asshole.
Even
I guess,
what's his name? Mr. Silhouette, Psycho.
Oh, Hitchcock was another weirdo. Yeah. Like, have you ever seen The Girl? Well, I haven't seen it, but it's about, like, I knew about this fling. Like, I don't know. I didn't watch that movie, but it's about, his whole, like, obsession with the chick from The Birds.
Birds.
Yeah, and that she was real, like, she doesn't even like talking about it. Like, I've heard seeing interviews where she was real, like, uncomfortable around him. He was a real creep.
Yeah,
but like, what are you gonna do, man? You're Psycho?
I know.
Fuck. Vertigo, Rear Window, like all those are pretty good.
Like if you it turns out like, oh, Prince, he was a creep. Are you supposed to not like him?
I wasn't a Prince fan, so
maybe. Yeah. It's like, dude, no, dude. Purple Rain was straight legit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna bump that soundtrack in my car.
Well, that's what happened with Michael Jackson. A lot of people were.
Yeah, but
you remember?
Yeah,
they're just kind of. What do we do? Like Michael Jackson,
But
is he guilty? Is he not? Is he fucking? Do we hate him? Is he still like super? We're still gonna listen to all his music. Anyway,
I just never believed it, dude.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother podcast. So you might find that somewhere else.
But that's what I was like with all this going on in like media. I was like, dude, I'm not like. Pretty soon, you're telling me I'm not supposed to like anything in this world. Like there's like Louis C.K.
Yeah, that dude. I forgot. There's too many. There's a lot.
I think T.J. Miller just came. Like there's
I remember
accusations right now.
What's that dude's name? Russell Simmons. Was it Russell Simmons? The dude Fat Farm, Def Jam, and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Russell Simmons. Yeah, him too. I don't really care for him, but I'm just trying to think of all the people. But yeah, the only time that I actually liked somebody was Kevin Spacey, and I was kind of like, because I was watching like House of Cards.
Yeah, dude, everybody loved that show.
Yeah, Charlamagne said something funny about that, because you know how they canceled it or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, man, he's like, they canceled it because House of Cards can't even compete with what's going on in the White House right now. Like, you know how they try to spice up the show to like make it all dramatic, and it's like it's not even can't compete with what's really going on in real life in the White House right now. But yeah, dude, I mean, the dude, he's a fucking good actor, but he's just has his demons.
Yeah.
Anyways, how did we get to? Oh, just because I said John Carpenter.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of John Carpenter. So.
And you watched
Christina Assault on Precinct 13. Which... Oh, and another thing about Eraserhead, sorry.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw the budget was like 10 grand or something.
Yeah?
Yeah, which, I mean, counting in inflation, whatever, but that's still fucking impressive.
Yeah, dude. And,
you know?
Like, especially, like, with all the visuals that they kind of had.
Yeah. Maybe I hope I'm not wrong on that, but it should be, what's it called? I mean, I'm always impressed. Yes, I'm always impressed when I give you a little bit more credit. Well, not a little bit. I give you a lot more credit when you're doing it on a low budget. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you have to be real creative. Like, fuck, I only have fucking 10, 15, 20...
Dude, and like
even
some of
100,000.
those, like, those locations.
Yeah, like John Carpenter did Assault on Precinct 13 with like 100,000, and it's actually a legit movie. And I'm like, it took me a long time to watch it, but it was on TV. Caught that. It gives you kind of like he even said, I think one of his inspirations was Night of the Living Dead, like Romero's.
Yeah.
Because the dudes in there, they're kind of like zombie. They have that zombie feel. Do you know what it's about at all or anything?
No.
Yeah, it's kind of like a gang, like a street gang, and they attack this, like, you know, this police precinct, whatever. But
well, I seen. Isn't there like another Assault on something?
There's Assault on Precinct 13, the remake with like
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one. And Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, I think it's like 2005 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a remake. So, but they do have like this real creepy, like zombie, like a horde type feel in that movie. So it was good for 100 grand. I'm like, dude. But yeah, that's what I saw recently. Christine was good. I think you would like it more than I like. I liked it, and I think you would like it because it's 80s. Because at first I was kind of like, dude, what is this? This fucking killer car? But it actually has like a story to it, and it's more than just this fucking killer car.
Have you seen that movie? Is it Overdrive?
No, I think I heard of it though. Isn't it like a?
It's like semi trucks. I think it's called Overdrive.
Uh-huh.
I remember the VHS box.
Uh-huh.
It's like a goblin looking face truck.
And what, they just attack?
Yeah, this is. This was like when I was watching like Puppet Master and all that, dude.
Yeah.
This was back in the day.
Let's check it out.
I think.
This is a newer one. It's not 2017.
No, it was like maybe Maximum Overdrive or something killer trucks, dude. That's all you got to Google.
Okay.
I remember going to Albertsons. Because Albertsons used to have like a little, I think it was Albertsons. They used to have like a little,
This thing?
Yeah, dude. like little green goblin.
Yeah. Is it Maximum Overdrive?
It's something like
yeah, it is Maximum Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive.
It is right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That movie was straight.
Is this Stephen King? Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah. He directed it, wrote it. Well, you know, obviously, screenplay, story, directed by Stephen King. 17% on Rotten Tomatoes, though.
I mean, it was straight ridiculous. Straight.
That must have been after Christine, dude. Because Christine was actually... She's got to have at least... Yeah, see, Christine has 68. This is pretty good.
But you know that Albertsons, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't even think it's Albertsons anymore. It's by Taco Bell.
Oh,
On
yeah.
Arch.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I think I remember going into there because they used to have like a little video store section, and I used to rent some videos over there. I remember getting like Terminator 2. Straight great
I just
movie.
saw that again, too.
Straight great movie.
Dude, that's fucking... I forgot how good that was. I just ran that back. Right now, because I'm in a... I don't have class right now. I'm like in that winter break or whatever,
Yeah.
Christmas break. So like during the day, I'll have time. And some of those movies have been coming on. So I've been watching it.
Yeah, going back to Eraserhead, you know what also I like?
Mm-hmm.
Like when I watch the movie also, I'm thinking like, dude, like let's just make a let's straight sack up, dude, and finally actually try to do a short.
Yeah, dude, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I want to do one right before I we could talk off air. A couple ways, but I want to do that before I go back to school, like within the next 3 weeks. I was like, I don't give a I think
because like I just looked at it and I'm like, dude, he had a vision, dude.
Yeah,
and he just did it.
I think one of our things that's holding us back is that I think we're, at least for me, I'm like trying to set my expectations too high, or like the bar too high. I'm like, because I'm comparing myself to like actual good ass movies.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, I think the first thing you gotta do is just go out and do something. Who cares if it's shit? Like,
yeah,
you're not
you
even
don't
trying.
have to, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Like release or anything. Yeah,
yeah.
Just get the film time.
At least get, just so we could at least know how to like edit it and shit, and just to learn, just for a learning project, like a 5-minute like.
Yeah,
I think it's just for, or at least me. I'm kind of thinking like, once I start thinking of it, I want to keep. Like I'm like, oh no, well, maybe that's not good enough. Let's,
try it this way.
Yeah, you're scared to like disappoint yourself or something. So
yeah, you're pretty much scared to fail. But
yeah, but you just scared.
The problem is like
you're scared to put something out that it's not like your best work.
Yeah,
and it's obviously like right now we can't do our best work because we have fucking
straight $0
budget. Yeah, like so. Anyways,
but yeah, like I was thinking, like, dude, just you have an idea. You just gotta do it.
Yeah.
And Henry is a perfect example of why you should not just.
Yeah, you're gonna get stuck because at the end you're gonna get eaten by your fucking alien baby.
Yeah, dude. There
was some that was like a little suspense build-up scene where he's like he grabs the scissors at the end and he's like, oh, I'm gonna see what's under this wrap, like, you know.
Yeah. And
he cuts through the wrap and you're kind of like sitting because I was actually sitting there like, oh fuck,
like,
what's it gonna look like or what's gonna happen. And it's just like a bunch of like, I don't know, guts. Yeah.
Like the wrap is kind of like
holding it
the
together.
Actual
yeah
baby.
Which I'm sure there's some imagery in there. Yeah. Or like some so he cuts it and then the thing goes crazy. Well, he tries to stab it, right? And then
after that, straight.
Right, he stabs it and then starts gushing.
Straight demon, dude.
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah.
Dream sucker, dude, right there. Straight having a kid right now.
Yeah.
Like if you had a kid right now, the idea of making a short,
that's
gone, dude.
Yeah, all that stuff.
But yeah. So
we'll wrap on that.
Yeah, dude. Everybody don't be Henry. Follow your dreams, dude.
Yeah, follow your dreams. I'm gonna send you this good motivational video. Watch.
Straight. Perfect. Don't get stuck, dude.
I just heard this too, like yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday, the day before. Like pretty much. Do not get stuck. And if you are like, because everybody has to work, everybody has bills, but set aside some time to at least try to do whatever else you're passionate for and get good at that. And
Yeah.
hopefully that can be your leading source of income.
That thing that just sets you free, dude.
Yeah. And then what do they say? If you love what you do, you'll never have to work another day in your life, or whatever.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
If
I
only,
wish,
dude.
man. I know. All right.
What movie should we watch next?
I gotta think of some stuff. I wish we would have watched like Christine, or like Assault on Precinct 13, one of those. But
Let's just do Christine, dude. I haven't seen it.
you haven't seen it? All right, I'll probably run it back.
Because I mean, I've seen Assault on the remake,
remake.
so
You haven't seen Christine?
No.
Okay, we could do that. Yeah, I think you'll like it. I mean, obviously it's not like, if you haven't seen it, it's because it's not like a huge masterpiece. But it's like a 80s, like, it's cool. It has those characters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously, I already said something about a killer car, but there's a lot to it though. It's just, that's not really like the main story. But so yeah, we could do that. And it's because it's John Carpenter covering Stephen King. Like, I mean, that's two
legends, dude.
Yeah,
for sure.
Even though he said like, yeah, first Stephen King really liked it when I talked to him and all that stuff, and then I guess I don't know if it was reviews or something. He's like, yeah, then he didn't really like it too much.
Yeah, well, Stephen King didn't even like The Shining.
Yeah, he didn't like it. But yeah. All right, that wraps up this week's episode.
Another episode down, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Late.